So we give it a few minutes before I start, but I'll just introduce myself and let you know the plan. And then Jenny, you can give me the heads up when you're happy for me to get going. So you're really welcome to your Rathfarnham Riding Club Yogalates class. My name's Rachel and I keep my horse Spirit up in Rathfarnham for the last year or so. And I run My Wellbeing, and I've been doing that since 2008. And the plan is that we are going to do a 1 hour Yogalates class. And yoga is fantastic for strength and length. So anyone who suffers from tight hamstrings, tight lower backs, tension in the shoulders, anything like that, that's the yoga will kick in and work on lengthening and getting rid of any tightness or tension or stress in the body. And then Pilates is fantastic for core strength and for really training your back muscles to really stabilize. And for anyone who's interested in riding, we all know how important it is to try and activate the tummy muscles and stabilize. The yoga side of things is great for the hips as well. And as riders, we tend to have tight hips, tight calves, tight ankles. So it's a combination of both is what we're going to do tonight. And hopefully just try and loosen out the bodies and finish with a little bit of relaxation. So that's my plan for what I'm going to do with you guys while we're here. So I would recommend if you can grab a blanket or something that you can have for relaxation at the end, because we'll finish with a little bit of chill out time. And then as we're going through the class, I'd love you to leave your cameras on. There's no pressure for that whatsoever. That's more so I can keep an eye on everybody and offer different adjustments. If you do not want to be seen and you haven't, done yoga before, or you're, I think I heard Jenny saying there, the washing, or someone was mentioning washing in the background or something like that. Don't worry about it. Keep your cameras off. But if you want a few adjustments from me, make sure your name at the bottom of the picture and leave your camera on. And if I can see something or suggest something to you, I'm more than happy to offer modifications and stuff if I can see you. And if you're like, no way, too much too soon, that's totally fine too. We'll work at your pace. And then the other thing I'm going to suggest is, so I know a few of you, plenty of you, I don't. If you have anything you want me to put a bit of attention on tonight, like, so if you notice that it's hips or hamstrings or lower back or core strength or your shoulders, just put it in the chat box to me, because I'm more than happy to modify this to make sure that everyone gets whatever they would like to get out of this practice. And whether you've been doing yoga for 10 years or you've never been on a yoga mat before, it really doesn't matter. It's just about doing what feels good for your body tonight and trying to leave here feeling a little bit better than we started. So if there is anything you want me to work a little bit of magic in tonight, fire that into the chat box. Or if you've any injuries, you can just send me a little private chat or anything that you're concerned about. So that I'm happy to, basically I'll wing it and throw in whatever we need to make this class nice for you guys tonight. Does that sound okay for everybody?
Yeah, great, thanks. Yeah.
Brill. Does anyone have any questions before we get started, or anything they want to ask about, or anything at all?
Rachel, can you hear me? Diane?
I can, yeah. Hiya, okay. Diane, how are you?
I just wonder, was everybody going to hear me grunt?
No, listen, I'm gonna put everyone on mute when we go to get started, or you can mute yourselves. I'll keep it muted for sound quality. But for now, if anyone has any questions or anything they want to ask about, or any particular parts of the body you want to work on, anything like that, just let me know and I can work it into our class tonight. So Diane, you can stay as you are and I'll pop you on mute then before we get started.
Okay, thank you.
No probs. Jenny, anything that you want me to include tonight, or have you thought about it?
I think she might be going to get a blanket.
I see her. She's back there now. Sorry, Jenny, put me on the spot.
It's okay. I have my unicorn blanket ready to go.
Oh, amazing. Gorgeous.
Yeah, I suppose just like stretching and I haven't done any. All I've done is
hi, Rachel.
Hi.
My horse and stuff like that. So yeah, stretching is good.
Okay, fantastic, Brill. Yeah. And then Elaine, as an instructor, is there anything that you think everyone could benefit from, or anything you want me to work in?
Yeah, definitely. Tight in the hip area. Definitely. Okay. Big thing for everybody, including myself.
Okay, well then we'll definitely do a little bit of, we loosen out the whole body, and we'll take tonight like blowing off the cobwebs, and we'll make sure we do a nice little bit of hip releasing as well. Cool. Okay. Jenny, are you happy for me to get started? It's 8:05, or do you want me to wait a few more minutes?
I think everyone's in, are they, Elaine?
Yeah, I think so. Just there should be 9 of us.
Well, I'm in twice, and so we have 10. So there we go. I think that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8. We're missing one if you take me out of it. But you know what? We can start, and whoever that is can pop in whenever they want to join us.
Okay.
Would you be able to do something for the lower back, maybe?
Yeah, absolutely, no problem. We'll do a little bit of lower back stuff. And if you are injured in that area or suffer from tightness when we're doing it, just, you know, anything we're doing tonight, nothing should hurt. It's all about releasing and feeling really good afterwards.
Yeah, great, thanks.
Cool. Okay. And if any of you, I know Jenny said Grace or someone might pop in, any of your little kids or anything who's around you, they're very welcome to do this as well. They'll probably get bored of me very quickly, but anyone who's around, if you can hide and get time on your own, even better.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute myself because mine will be in fighting with each other.
Look, I'm gonna mute everybody and we get ourselves started. And then you guys use the chat box then if you have any questions, or feel free to unmute yourself as we go around, and I'll pop everybody on mute, but that is just for sound quality. So you're welcome to unmute at any point and we will get ourselves started. And then if anyone needs anything throughout, do just unmute yourself or send me a little message and enjoy it. So the whole thing is Friday night, we're here to really enjoy ourselves and stretch and lengthen and really get rid of any tightness, tension or stress out of the body. So sitting whatever way is comfortable for you. So just to let you know, I'm keeping an eye. I've my phone and I've the laptop here. So those of you who keep the cameras on, I'll be able to get a better look at you in case you're wondering what I'm doing here. I like to sit nice and cross-legged. That works for my body. If that's already uncomfortable for you, throw the legs straight out or tuck the heels under the bum. You sit whatever way is comfy for you, but the aim here is to start your practice with a nice long spine. So whatever way is comfortable for your hips, for your lower back, for whatever niggles you're carrying, lengthening up really tall here, softening the shoulders, allowing the eyes to close, and just taking a moment here to completely switch off whatever is going on around you, whatever you've done today, whatever you're doing later, any little distractions in your home or wherever you're doing this practice, none of it matters. You've got a whole hour here just to move and breathe and stretch, and really taking it as time to really nurture and heal and bring really good vibrations into your body. So whatever way is comfy for you, I want you to lengthen through the spine, dropping the shoulders, crown of the head reaching towards the ceiling. Imagine I've tried a string around your breastbone. We lift the heart, we soften the shoulders, we lengthen the neck. And just taking a moment here to scan your body, noticing if you're holding any tightness, tension, or stress in your body. Noticing what parts of the body really want to move. Being aware of anywhere that feels a little bit more sensitive or you're having a bit of resistance. And we're going with slow, deep in-breaths and deep, full exhales. Sitting a little taller, softening the shoulders, drawing those tummy muscles in. And just taking your awareness to your breath. And to really try to get ourselves out of our head and more into our bodies. We're going to start with counting our breathing here. We're simply going to inhale for a count of 4 and we're going to exhale for a count of 4. And if your head is racing, you've lots of stuff going on all around you, use this practice to try to really come into your body and park all the crap that's going on. You can pick that up later. So as you sit really tall here for me, soften those shoulders, draw the tummies tight. We're going to slowly inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhaling, 2, 3, 4, and slowly exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhaling, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. 4 more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. 3 more. Inhaling, 2, 3, 4. Slowly exhale, 2, 3, 4. Last 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, slowly exhale, 2, 3, 4, and last one, inhaling, 2, 3, 4, slowly exhale, 2, 3, 4. And just let go of that counting practice. Keep your breath slow and deep. Keep the heart lifting, the shoulders softening. And just set your intention for this practice tonight. What motivated you to give yourself this time? How you want to feel at the end of your class? And really taking this time just for you. With the heart lifting, the shoulders softening. When you're ready, you're going to drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. So you're really working on using the weight of the head to lengthen out any stress, tightness, or tension from the neck. Ear coming towards the shoulder. And then we slowly come to center. And we drop the opposite ear to the opposite shoulder. So there's a real sensation of the weight of the head, lengthening out the neck, and slowly coming to center. Then we lift the chin up, let the head hang back, stretch and look towards the ceiling. Very mindful if you've niggles or injuries in any of these spaces. And we come to center, and then chin comes down onto our chest, lengthening out the back of the neck, and slowly to center. Let the eyes open, arms face each other. We're going to cross right elbow over left. So cross the elbows, and if you have the flexibility, wrap the hands around. On your inhale, reach and stretch high up into your fingers. And as you exhale, draw the arms down. So you're trying to eliminate shoulder tension here, guys. Inhale, reach and stretch into your fingers. And slowly and gently, we draw the arms down. And once more, lengthen and stretch really high. And slowly and gently release. Then we uncross the arms. Take opposite arm over. Same thing. Inhale, reach high into the fingers. You might find one side tighter than the other. Draw the arms down on your exhale. 2 more. Inhale, reach, stretch, and lengthen really high. Slowly and gently release. And once more, lengthen and stretch up high. And release. Now we uncross the arms, place the hands on your knees. And I want you to roll out the shoulders. So really feel as though you're eliminating tightness or tension from those shoulders by inviting movement into the shoulders. And then we change directions, rolling out the shoulders. And then we sit really tall here. Left hand comes behind you, right hand comes to the left knee. And we're just going to twist and look over the shoulder. So twisting, twisting, twisting. Use your eyes to see a new point behind you. And slowly coming to center. And opposite side, nice gentle twist, looking over the shoulder. So rotating lower, middle, and upper spine here. Use your eyes to see a new point behind you. And slowly come to center. Once more to each side. Hand comes in and we gently twist. Looking over the shoulder as you twist and rotate. And slowly we come to center. Last time, last side. Lengthening tall, gently twisting. And slowly come to center. The hands a little wider than the hips. Float the right arm up really high. Take it into a side bend. So it's not a passive stretch. You want to really lengthen this whole side body. Weight is in the left hand on the floor. You're stretching into the right arm. Lift the chin away from the chest. And we're going for 3 deep breaths here. Really breathe deep into that space between the ribs and the hips. Inhaling deeply. And exhaling fully. Again, nice long in breath. And exhale fully. And once more, inhaling. Slow, deep exhale. And then we roll the body all the way up, allow the arm to come down. Same thing, opposite side. Begin with a nice stretch towards the sky. Create as much space as you can, rib to hip. Then we take it into a side bend. And as you're holding in the side bend here, guys, really focus on getting as much breath in between the ribs and the hips as you can. Inhaling deeply and exhaling fully. 2 more. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. And once more, nice long in breath. And exhale fully. And slowly we float the body all the way back up. You're going to interlace fingers, nod chin to the chest, separate the shoulders and round forward. So focus on rounding out that upper back as though the shoulder blades are coming away from each other. Stretch and reach and round forward. And then we sit up nice and tall, take the hands into the heart. So 2 more like that, creating space between the shoulder blades. Chin to the chest, stretch and reach and round as far forward as you can. Open out that shoulders, reaching and rounding forward. And sit nice and tall, hands into the heart. And we have once more, chin to the chest, stretch and reach and roll forward. And we take the hands into the heart. Now we're going to extend the arms out to the side. Take the thumbs to point down, and you're just going to circle the arms forward, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we take them into reverse, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thumbs towards the sky, circling forward, 2, keep the shoulders down, the neck long, 5, and reverse, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now imagine I'm pushing your hands back, pressing back, 2, 3, squeeze the shoulder blades, 4, 5, swoop the arms behind you, interlace the fingers. You're going to interlace the fingers, stretch your hands towards your bum, open the heart here, lift the hands away from the bum. So you're really focusing here and squeezing the space between the shoulders, lifting the hands away from the bum. Really imagine you can eliminate tightness, tension, or stress from between those shoulder blades. Take a deep in-breath here, and as you exhale, come as far forward as you can. Let the head come towards the earth, lifting the hands away from the bum. Squeeze out the shoulder blades, lifting the hands, squeezing and breathing, and then slowly roll the body all the way up. Hands reach your bum and release. And you already should feel a bit of tightness or tension leaving the shoulder blades. So from here, I want you to lengthen the legs out in front of you. We're going to take our left heel into our groin, and the right leg is out to the side. Okay, so just taking one heel into the groin, opposite leg is out, and just ensuring here that the straight leg is flexed. So point the toes back towards you, sitting nice and tall. You're going to inhale, reach high up into the fingers, turn the body and twist towards the straight leg, and you're going to reach as far as you can. Now that might mean you get your knee, your calf, your ankles. Some of you will be able to take the toes. You soften the shoulders, reach as far as you can. So rather than reaching with one hand, guys, stretch with two hands. And again, if that's your knee, your calf, your ankle, that's fine. If you have a sock on you, just swoop the sock over the foot. That can be a handy way of reaching a little bit further down. Otherwise, rather than hands resting above the leg, make sure you grip onto the knee, the calf, the ankle. So lower the hands. And if you're a little bit more flexible, if you've done a bit of yoga before, if you can interlace the fingers, go for it. And then let the head come down. So we're really trying to soften and surrender the upper body down. Keep the foot flexed and find that length. Making sure you're stretching with both arms, particularly that left arm. That's going to give that lovely stretch down your lats, down your back muscles. Soften the shoulders, let the head be really heavy, and try to breathe here. So no holding the breath. At no point in yoga do we hold our breath. You want to breathe and imagine releasing tightness and tension at everything you do during your practice. So inhale deeply here and exhale fully. Lovely long in breath and exhale fully. Keep those feet flexed, reaching as far as you can. Once more, inhaling and exhale fully. And then we slowly roll the body all the way up. Keep the legs as they are. So that left knee is bent in. You're going to take your left hand behind you. Right hand presses against the left knee. And we just twist, really trying to warm up the spine here. Use your eyes to see a new point behind you. Keep energy through that straight leg. And then slowly we come to center. And then you're going to switch legs, taking opposite leg out. So left leg is out, right heel is in. If you have any knee injuries, always being careful. So whatever niggles and aches and pains you have, work around them and only going as far as feels good for you. Making sure both sides of your bum are heavy contact to the floor. That straight leg, no floppy legs here, guys. You want the heel to the floor, toes pointing back towards the nose. Inhale, reach up, twist over the straight leg. So make sure you've turned your torso over the straight leg, and then we reach. And whether that means you take knee, calf, or ankle, you go as far as you can. You stretch up both arms. Once you stretch that right arm, you're going to get a really nice stretch down your lap. And wherever you get to, no need to bounce or pulse into it. Just soften the shoulders. And each exhale, allow your body to get a little heavier, surrendering and folding forward. Slow, deep in-breaths, deep, full exhales. Resist the urge to hold the breath. Anyone a little bit more flexible, soften the shoulders. Take your forehead down towards your shin. Everybody keep that foot flexed, toes pointing back towards you, and we're breathing. So long, slow, deep in-breaths, deep, full exhales, lengthening the body. Drop the shoulders, let the head be really heavy. And let's do our 3 deep breaths here, inhaling deeply and exhaling fully. Nice long in-breath and exhale fully. And once more, inhaling and exhale fully. Now, slowly and gently, you're going to roll your body all the way right back up. You take your right hand behind you this time, left hand to the knee, and we're just going to twist, look over the shoulder. So use your eyes to see a new point behind you, twisting and twisting and twisting. Use the eyes, rotate the spine, and slowly be round to center. Fantastic. So from here, we're going to keep that left leg out nice and long. You're going to take your right leg, pick the leg up. So your right leg is coming over your left leg. That left leg is nice and strong. I'm going to use my left hand to hug my right knee in. So you're trying to hug your right knee in towards the belly button. Left hand coming behind you. Sorry, left hand hugging the right knee in, right hand behind you. And the right hand is working to sit up nice and tall. You're using the left hand to draw the right leg towards the belly button. And already you should feel a nice stretch through the outside of the bum pine hip here. And then we're going to twist and look over the shoulder. So keep hugging the knee in towards the center. The hand behind you is keeping you sitting really tall. Your straight leg is flexed and you're just moving the spine as you twist and twist and twist. Find that new point behind you, looking behind, twisting, and slowly come to center. Uncross the right leg, lengthen it out straight. Slide left heel in. Pick the left foot up and over. Your left hand goes behind you, and that's like a little boost to sit you up nice and tall. Right hand hugs the left knee. You're going to draw it in as close to the center line as you can. And then when you're ready, you're twisting, looking right back over the shoulder. Now your straight leg, keep that flex the whole time. The more you hug the knee in, the nicer the stretch you get through the outside the bum pine hip. And then we're really working here on opening the spine. Twist, use your eyes, see a new point behind you as you twist and twist and twist. And slowly and gently come back to center. Uncross the ankle, lengthen that leg out. 10 toes point back towards you. Inhale, reach up really high. And as you exhale, you go forward. Again, if you are tight, if you're new to all this, that might mean you get the knees, the calves, the ankles. If you've got a scarf or a belt or something close by, you can loop that over the feet. Don't bother rushing to get one. There's no need. You can just hold wherever you are. Those of you who've got a little practice going already, take the toes or the outside edge of the feet. What I really want here is the legs long, and hopefully we'll start to feel that lower back lengthen. So the area around the lower back, you want to really stretch so much, you feel a bit of space through those tight muscles. Then we drop the shoulders, let the head come down. You're pressing the heels away, pointing the toes towards you, and really lengthening everything from the heels through the calves, through the hamstrings, into the hips. And ideally, the further forward you go, you'll even get that lower back. Holding here for 3 deep breaths, inhaling deeply and exhaling fully. Let the head come down as well to stretch out that thoracic spine. 2 more, inhaling and exhaling. And once more, nice long in-breath and exhale. And then we roll the body all the way up, head last to come up. Okay, last one before we come onto our hands and knees, we're going to take the soles of the feet together. And then if you have any injuries or aches or pains in your hips and knees, feet can be away from your bum. If you're a little bit more flexible, work the heels in close to your bum. You're going to hold onto your toes and you're just going to butterfly the knees here. So nice little flutters with the knees. Hopefully you'll feel a stretch right across the groin. So holding the toes, just little flutters with the knees. And then depending on how that feels for you, you can continue with that. Or you can take your right elbow, press against the right knee, and roll onto the side. So your left butt cheek comes off the earth. You're pressing your right knee and right bum into the earth. And then you come to center. And then you press into the opposite. So I've got a little bit of space. One of my butt cheeks is lifting. Other one is really earthing in. And I come to center. Once more to each side. A little bit of pressure rolling onto one side. Opening out that hip. A little bit of weight in the elbow. And back to center. The whole time I'm opening my knees as far apart as I can. Last time, last side. It'll roll to the side. Pressure into the elbow. And back to center. Now this time I'm going to press against my elbows into both knees. You should intensify the stretch across the groin, not to a point of pain. Soften the shoulders, keep the shoulders out of it. Drop the shoulders and breathe. So deep full in-breaths, long slow exhales. Feeling those hips open slightly. If you're a little bit more flexible, you can open the soles of the feet towards the ceiling. That might not be achievable today. That's all right. Just my flexible friends, you guys can open the soles of the feet. If you're struggling in part one, that's perfect. Always places to go in yoga. So my job is that you guys don't get bored doing any of this. So just go to where you can. And then we're going to drop the shoulders and let the head come down as well. So if you have found your sweet spot and you're feeling this and it's a little bit tighter, a little bit challenging, breathe. The more you breathe, the easier it is for your body to release. So resist the urge to hold the breath, soften the shoulders, invite that head to be really heavy. And we're going to stay here, hopefully at a point that's slightly uncomfortable for you, for 3 breaths. So if you're hanging out here, now's your chance to go a little deeper. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully, using those elbows against the knees to open a little bit more. Inhaling deeply and exhaling fully. And once more, nice long in-breath. And exhale, amazing. You're going to take your hands to the outside edge of the knees and you're slowly and gently going to bring those knees back to center. Feet flat on the floor. Last one we're going to do for the hips in this position, you're going to extend the arms out in front of you. And you're just going to drop the knees to one side. Both knees to one side. And you got to activate your tummy muscles here. If you find you're falling back, keep the hands behind you. This is option 1. Option 2, to challenge yourself, is arms forward. Then draw the belly in, take your knees to center. And then we drop the knees to the opposite side. So both knees coming towards the earth. If you're falling, the hands can be behind. Otherwise, arms are forward. Suck in the tummy muscles, roll to center. Brilliant. Stay forward. Drop the knees. Let both knees melt into the earth, staying forward. Tummy muscles tight. Brilliant. And then we come to center. Last time, last side. Drop those knees. Arms are forward. Abs are working. And then tummy muscles, pick the knees up. And then you're just going to cross the heels into the bum. And you're going to come forward onto your hands and knees. So take your time here. Come onto your hands and knees. If you have any knee injuries at the moment, guys, I want you to pop a pillow or a blanket under your knees so that you are not straining the knees. Okay. Otherwise, on your hands and knees, starting with the fingers spread out nice and wide, knees directly onto the hips, and we're just going to roll out our bums. So particularly for anybody who's carrying a bit of lower back pain, time in the hands and knees can be really therapeutic here. And then we change direction of those circles. Knees hip distance apart, fingers directly under the shoulders, and you're just encouraging movement into the lower back, where a lot of times we carry a lot of tightness. And then you press your hands into the earth, draw your belly button into the spine, and arch and round the body. So suck the tummy muscles tight, arching and reaching and rounding high as you can. And then you allow the bum to stick out, the eyes look up towards the ceiling, dip back. And then we press into the hands, draw the tummy muscles tight, arch and reach and round. And slowly and gently releasing, bum sticking out, eyes looking up. Continue like that. So draw the tummy muscles in, press into your hands, arching and reaching. Really try to get as much movement and space as you can here. And then soften, relax and release. Taking it back to a flat spine. So a nice flat spine, your tummy muscles are drawing in. When you're ready, stretch your right arm forward to take your left leg out behind you. Now, before you do anything else here, I want you to really think about the lower back, the area around your waistband. Imagine you're keeping that flat and strong, no wobbles. If I put a pint glass of water on the lower back, the next few moves, it's not going to move. You draw your belly button into your spine, set the shoulders down nice and long. And on your inhale, reach and stretch into the fingers and the toes. No rock or wobble in the lower back. Exhale, tapping down. So keep it really still and steady. Control the movement. Inhale, we reach, stretch and lengthen. As you exhale, you tap back down. Inhale, reaching and stretching and lengthening high. And exhale, tap. Inhale, reach. Try to keep it as still and controlled as you can. And exhale, tap. Make the movement come from your belly button. 4 more on this side. Inhale, we reach. And exhale, we tap. 3 more. Stretching and reaching into fingers and toes. And slowly and gently releasing. 2 more. Lengthen and reach. and tap. And once more, we lengthen and reach, hold it here. Now you're going to bounce and kick without rocking the lower back. Bounce and kick for 5, 4, 3. Everything is still, just the arm and leg moving. And then we hold and we stretch and reach and breathe and slowly and gently release. Okay, so it's all coming from the center. Keep those tummy muscles activated. Make sure you're not tipping the lower back or wobbling to one side. You keep it all very, very still with an imaginary pint glass just above your bum. When you're ready, draw the belly button in again. Let's stretch left arm forward, right leg behind you. Suck in those tummy muscles, draw your belly button to your spine. Even lifting up on the pelvic floor is going to help with that stability here. Arm and leg, only thing that's moving, and the movement comes to the center of the body. When you're ready, inhale, reach, and exhale, tap. Inhale, reach, exhale, tap. 8 more like this. Keep it still, reaching and tapping for 7, tap. Last 6, tummy muscles tight, tap. And 5, tap. Last 4, stabilize those gorgeous bodies. Last 3, tap. Last 2, tap. Last one, we hold it here. Now, only arm and leg moving, bounce and kick, bounce and kick for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it and release. Brilliant. Hands directly under the shoulders, knees under the hips, draw the belly in, arching and reaching high. Draw the abs in and try to create as much rounding through the spine as you can. And then we soften, let the bum stick out, let the eyes look up. And again, pressing into your hands, draw the tummies tight, arch and reach and round. And slowly release. Brilliant. Take your left hand into the middle of the mat. Right arm reaches towards the ceiling. Now, as you reach, rather than just throwing the shoulder back, think about turning the ribs. So we can kind of throw the arm up and we're not getting much here. But if we turn from the ribs, lengthen into the fingers and let the eyes look right up towards those fingers. Then we're going to circle 2. So eyes are looking up, 3, 4, 5, and reverse it, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reaching really high. Now we're going to come into the thoracic space around the bra strap. I want you to thread the arm all the way under. Drop the shoulder towards the earth. Let the gaze follow the fingers. Twist it out. And then inhale, reach and stretch, lengthening high up into your fingers. Reach it high. And again, we thread the arm under. Drop the shoulder. Twist it out. So reach and stretch and reach. And slowly and gently lengthening, reaching higher than you think you can. And once more, thread the arm under, drop the shoulders, stretch and reach. And then we lengthen really high into the fingers. Get your balance, draw your tummy muscles in, move your left knee to the center of the mat and roll to the outside edge of the knees, lengthen out the top leg. So your left hand and your left knee is on the earth, your right arm is stretching high. When you're ready, there's 2 options here. You can either leave your leg on the floor and do the arm movement only, or if it feels okay for you, you're going to stretch the arm with the ear, lift the leg, squeeze the butt, squeeze the waist, and then tap right down. Stretching and reaching, chin is up, tummy's tight, and lengthening down. Stretching and reaching, get that control through the center, and tapping down. Stretch and reach. And tap. So 4 more, squeeze the waist the whole time, lengthen, stretch and reach, tap, last 3, and tap. Brilliant. Last 2, keep the tummy muscles drawing in, guys, tap. Last one, we're just going to hold it here for me, chin is up, neck is long, squeeze the waist, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then square the body out, back onto the hands and knees. Fantastic. So you're going to tuck the toes under here and just sit back, bum on the heels here for a moment, sitting up nice and tall. Rotate the wrists, particularly if you carry tightness in your wrists. Left hand coming behind you, nice gentle twist. Looking over that shoulder. And we come to center. Keep those toes tucked to stretch out the soles of the feet. Twisting opposite direction. and coming to center. Now we're going to stand up nice and tall on the knees. Take the hands behind you, support the neck. Elbows are forward, you're holding your head. Inhale deeply, press the hips forward, look up towards the sky. So you're only going as far as is comfortable for you, but I'd love you to squeeze your butts, press your hips forward, lengthen the front of the thighs, and maybe lean a little further back into it so you can feel a little compression through the lower back. So elbows towards the sky, squeeze the butt, press the hips forward, support that neck, and then slowly come to center. Keep the hands behind the head. We're going to untuck the toes so your feet are flat on the floor. You're going to sit your butt down on your heels. Elbows come forward. Draw in the tummy muscles, particularly anyone with lower back niggles. Belly button comes in, and I want you to curl as the tiniest little ball you can be. So keeping that thumb on the heels, keeping the elbows pointing back towards the heels. You're going to suck the tummy muscles tight and work here to curl into the tiniest little ball you can be. Working forehead to the knees, working heels to the bum, sucking the tummy muscles tight, and just create as much space as you can through those fabulous long back muscles. Deep full in breaths, long slow exhales. Don't hold your breath here. Draw the belly in and curl yourself into a tiny ball. And then slowly, we roll the body all the way up. Head is last to come up. Allow the arms to come down. Swoop the hands behind you. Interlace the fingers. Squeeze out those shoulders. Inhale, lift the heart, look to the sky. Squeeze the shoulders, stretch your hands past your heels. And on your exhale, gaze it directly forward. Squeezing shoulders, take it all the way up and over. Let your head come towards the earth. Lift the hands away from the bum. Squeeze out shoulder tension. Keep on breathing. Deep full in breaths, long slow exhales. Really trying to eliminate tightness from those shoulders. And then slowly roll the body all the way up, head last, come up and release. Just shake it out. Hopefully you got a nice little release there. We're going to come forward onto the hands and knees and do the same sequence of twists and stuff on the opposite side. So take it back onto the hands and knees. Before we begin, let's arch and dip the spine. So draw the bellies in, press into the hands, arching really high. And on your exhale, bum sticks out, eyes look up. And again, we press into the hands, draw the tummies tight, arching and reaching high. And releasing. So right hand into the center of the mat. When you're ready, lengthen and lift the left arm up. Resist the urge to throw the shoulder into it. Turn from the ribs and reach really high into the fingers. Once you've got that, we're going to circle 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice big juicy circles here. And then we reverse 2, 3, 4, 5. Holding high, press the floor away, reach through the sky. And then when you're ready, thread the arm all the way under, drop the shoulder, reach as far away as you can, twist it out. And inhale, stretch and reach, lengthen high up into the fingers. Thread the arm under, drop the shoulder, twist, get as much mobility in that upper back as you can. And stretch and reach, lifting and lengthening high. And once more, thread the arm under, move that spine, twist it out. And stretch and reach all the way into the fingers. And release. That right hand stays in the middle of the mat. Right knee comes to the middle of the mat. And we're going to turn and twist onto our side. Lift the left arm up, holding up here. You can keep the knees together, or if you feel comfortable, you lengthen that leg up. Hold it and stretch and breathe. Leg movement is optional. If you can, you stretch the arm at the ear as you lift. And then you tap. Stretching and lifting. Chin is up, neck is long. Tap. Stretch and lift. And tap. Lengthen and lift. Tap. 2 more like this. Waist muscles working. Stretch and reach. And tap. And once more, reach. And tap. Now take it back onto both hands. Come back into that nice box position where your toes are tucked under. Hands directly under the shoulders. We're going to activate the front side of our body now, get the tummy muscles waking up. We're going to lift up just 1 inch. So keep it really low to the floor. Toes are tucked, shoulders are soft. Draw the belly in. Lifting only 1 inch off the mat. Belly buttons are in nice and tight, and we're holding 10, 9, 8, 7, holding 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lightly place the knees down. So really work on drawing the belly in. The lower you are to the floor, the more challenging this is in the front side of the body. So keep it really low to the earth. Press the hands into the mat, lift off. So you're barely lifting. The knees are off the earth. You're holding here. Keep the shoulders over the wrists. Tummy muscles drawing in. Let's hold it. 8 more. 7, 6. Chin is up, neck long. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. We got 1 more like this to do. You should feel the whole front side working. You're lifting just 1 inch off the earth and holding when you're up there. So last one of these. Lift and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7. Gazes forward. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the knees down. So straight away, let's walk the hands slightly forward. You're going to take your right knee all the way up to your right wrist. And then when you're ready, you open the shin. So you're taking that shin parallel to the front of your mat. Now, if you're tight through the hips, that might not be available tonight. That's okay. The further forward that heel is in line with the front of your mat, the more you're getting into these big, juicy hips. If that feels okay, lengthen and stretch the left leg back. So your right leg is forward, that shin is parallel to the front of your mat. Your left leg is lengthening back. And then we're just going to rock slightly side to side. And if you feel that's your maximum for tonight, you stay right there. If you can, drop down onto the elbows. Again, let's pop that imaginary pint glass of water back in the lower back. If you can, without falling to one side, lower the upper body to the earth. Soften the shoulders. Stretch the straight leg back behind you. To intensify the hip stretch, the further forward the heel is, the more you're going to feel this. If your knee or hip are giving out to you, to make it a little bit easier, take the heel back a little bit. So harder heel forward, easier hip or heel back. Surrender into it and breathe. Deep full in breaths, long, slow exhales. And then when you're ready, press into your hands, lift the heart, chest looks forward. So you're pressing into the fingers, little dip in the lower back, gaze is forward. When you're ready, stretch and reach one of your arms towards the ceiling. Look up towards those fingertips. Imagine I'm behind you, just pressing your pelvis towards the earth. The pelvis stays heavy. You're reaching and lengthening into the fingers, looking high. And then slowly and gently release that arm down. Opposite arm reaches really high into the fingers. Now soften the shoulders. Let the pelvis be heavy. Looking right up into those fingers, lifting and lengthening, lengthening and lifting. And slowly and gently releasing. So the leg that's out behind you, that's your left leg. Let's bend that left heel in. Your left hand stays on the mat. And you're going to swoop the right arm round and see if you can take the foot. Now you might get to the position like this where the foot is nowhere near you. That's fine. If you can, you reach to find the foot. So my right hand is holding my left foot. And then once you've got that, kick the toes away from you. So if you're in the first part, just finding your foot, that's fantastic. Once you make contact with the foot, kick that heel away and look back for your toes. So you're opening the front of the quad, you're opening the heart, you're kicking back, you're lengthening. Soften the shoulders, eyes are looking back, heel is pressing away, breathing deep and breathing full. Enjoy that sensation, particularly if this is your tough part, your sticky part. Breathe through it. And then slowly and gently release. Hands come back to the floor. To come out of this, your back leg, just slide that in a little bit. Take your front leg back a little bit. One knee comes in, one knee comes out. Let's just circle out those gorgeous bums. Reverse the circles. And then when you're ready, we're doing the same thing to the opposite side. And if you have an injury on one side, only going to where works for your body tonight. So pick up that left knee, slide the left knee to the left wrist. That's option one. You can stay right there. If it feels okay, you open the shin. Take your shin in line with the front of your mat. The more you open that shin, the more you get the hip stretch. Then when you're ready, stretch and lengthen the right leg back. Again, we're trying to get nice and low. And then you can just gently rock and sway side to side. Soften the shoulders. Nice little rocks side to side. And then when all of that is feeling good, you have the option of coming down onto the elbows. Now you can stay upright if that's your maximum tonight, or you can sink and surrender into the earth, remembering that imaginary pint glass on your lower back, softening shoulders, opening hip, and just breathing and surrendering into the earth. And then when you're ready, walk the hands right back in under the shoulders, soften the shoulders down. Pick a hand, stretch and reach the sky here, looking up so your hips are heavy. Again, imagine I'm helping those hips surrender to the earth as you reach and lengthen and stretch into the fingertips. Eyes are up, you're looking high, and slowly and gently release. Opposite side, stretching and reaching and lengthening. With each in-breath, you're reaching a little higher, your hips are heavy, looking up, twisting, and slowly and gently releasing. Right leg this time, let's bend that heel in. That might be your maximum tonight. If you can, you sweep your left hand back, try and find the foot. That might be where you are. If you can find the foot, once you have that foot, look back towards your big toes. And then the big thing I want here is heel away. So with the heel kicking away, you're stretching the front of your quad, you're opening your heart, chest, and shoulder. Keep kicking the heel away. Use your eyes to find your toe as you stretch and kick and lengthen. Keep lengthening and kicking, heel away from the bum, toes stretch right back behind you, kick, and then slowly and gently release your gaze, your grip, release your hand, and then to come out, just slide that back knee in, front knee goes back, knee comes in, knee comes back, let's go back, those big bum rolls, really great for releasing out those lower backs. Deep full in breaths, long, slow exhales. Now with the fingers spread nice and wide, I'll just demonstrate this for anyone who might not have done yoga before. We're going to tuck our toes under. It's called your downward dog. Probably you've all seen it if you've seen any bit of yoga before, but it's like an upside down V with the body. So how I'm going to get you into it, don't do anything just yet. Your toes are tucked. You start by sending your butt back slightly and then think about lifting your bum up in the air. Your gaze is down towards your knees, and the last thing is you straighten the legs. So the V shape is much more important than being forward like this. So to get that, bum goes back, knees lift, send your bum to the air, and then we work towards straightening. Your heels might be way up here, but eventually we're working for those heels to come towards the earth and get that nice V shape. That will help you keep the weight out of your shoulders. So from the hands and knees position, tuck the toes under, think about your butt, send your butt back slightly, knees lift, look at your knees, and then slowly and gently, like I'm pulling your hips back, stretch and lengthen the legs. Bend the right leg, stretch your left heel into the earth. So you should feel a nice big calf stretch down that straight leg. And we switch. And switch. And switch. Check in with your neck, make sure it's soft and relaxed. Switching. And then from here, bend both knees, nice little bounce, bending both knees, and then press it straighten into the legs, heels towards the earth. And again, we bend the knees, nice little bounce, and press, straighten. And once more, little press, and bounce, and straighten. And look between the hands, bend the knees. Slowly, you're going to walk your feet up to your hands. And then once you come to your hands, we're going to hang out here for a moment. So let the bodies flop down like a rag doll. If you have lower back pain or particularly tight hamstrings, let's get you guys to bend the knees. I want everyone to take hold of their elbows. Floppy head. And then you press to straighten the legs as much as you can. Hold the elbows and use those gorgeous heavy heads to traction and lengthen the spine. Tip the body weight forward into your toes. So you're lengthening and stretching the hamstrings The weight of the head is going to lengthen and stretch the spine. So body into the weight into the toes, and weight goes right back into your heels. And again, we go forward into your toes, lengthen out the legs, and take it back into heels. And we bend the knees, hands come to the hips, keep the knees bent. Slowly, we roll the body all the way up, as though we're stacking vertebrae by vertebrae, coming all the way up. Head last to come up, and we just let the arms hang down by our sides. Feet are hip distance apart, chest is lifting, tummy muscles drawing in, feet rooting into the earth, heart lifting, crown of the head, stretching for the sky. When you're ready, on your inhale, stretch the arms all the way out to the side and reach and stretch through your ceiling. Now, as you're stretching here, really lengthen and energize the fingers right through the ceiling as you root the feet into the earth. And then small bend to the knees, exhale, fold the body forward, and just come back to that hang position here. My flexible friends, your hands might reach the floor. Some of you might be hovering halfway. Wherever you are, hang out. Use the head to lengthen the hamstrings, to stretch those lovely long back muscles. Inhale, lift the heart, look forward. And then we bend the knees, our hands come to the mat, and just step back into plank. Now, if you have any lower belly or lower back issues, you can pop the knees on the floor. Otherwise, we're going to hold a nice strong plank, body in a long straight line. And we're holding here for me for 10, 9, 8. Press the floor away, draw the bellies in. 7, 6, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now place your knees on the floor, relax the shoulders, untuck the toes, and let the heart look forward. So pelvis goes to the floor, chest and eyes and heart roll up towards the sky, pressing the toes into the earth, eyes are up. And then imagine I'm lifting you by your bum, hands are heavy. Let the bum come back towards the heels, back into that hands and knees position. Again, we tuck the toes under and we're into downward dog again. Making that V-shaped body with your, with your V-shape with your body, I should say. Hands press into the earth. Heels are stretching back, gazes towards the knees. Slow, deep in breaths and deep, full exhales. Keep pressing the floor away, draw the belly button in, hips are back. And then look between the hands, little bounce of the knees, and slowly walk your feet up to your hands. Let's take our little hang position here to really lengthen the spine, hanging out. And then small bend to the knees, inhale, stretch, and reach through the ceiling. Lengthen up really high here, reach, reach, reach. And hands to prayer in front of the heart. The chest is up, shoulders soft, tummy muscles drawing in. We're going to do one more like that. We're going to add in a few little side planks. So when you're ready, inhale, stretch and reach through the ceiling, lengthening high. Exhale, bend the knees, fold the body forward, head hangs down. Inhale, lift the heart, look forward. And then we bend the knees and we step back into plank. So we're just going to hold in our plank. The softer option is knees to the earth. Otherwise, we're holding here for me for 10, 9, 8, holding 7, 6, draw the bellies in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand in the middle of the mat, turn to the outside edge of the feet and lift up into your side plank. You can make this easier by having your underneath knee on the earth. If you have the strength, you lift up, holding high, chin is away from the chest, lifting and holding here, draw the waist in, tummy's nice and strong. Let's hold it for 5, 4, hips are up, 3, 2, 1. Take it back onto both hands. And then opposite hand comes in, roll on the feet, turn. You can soften it by having that knee down. A little bit more challenging, both legs are straight. Draw the waist in, we're holding and lengthening. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it onto both hands. Then place the knees down. Inhale, lift the heart, look up, stretch the belly, compress the lower back. And then leading like I'm holding you, lifting your bum first, tuck the toes, and press yourselves into downward dog. Deep full in breaths, long slow exhales. Press the floor away, imagine I'm pulling the hips back. Lengthen right down into the hamstrings. Bend the knees, walk your feet to your hands. And when you're ready, inhale, swoop, stretch and reach through the ceiling, lengthening high. And hands to prayer in front of the heart. And just taking a moment here to tune into changing sensations in your body. Maybe feeling the energy rising. Maybe feeling a little bit longer. Feeling any tightness or tension melting away. Slow, deep in-breaths and deep, full exhales. And then we're going to do a little tree pose here to work on our balance. So when you're ready, you're going to take the weight into your left leg. If your balance is a bit all over the place tonight, your right foot can come to your ankle or your calf. If you know your balance is working for you, take that heel to the groin. Knees directly out to the side, chest lifting, tummy muscles are in, hands in prayer in front of the heart. So if you're wobbly, keep the foot a little lower. Balance is good, you lift up nice and high. Inhale, separate the arms, reach high up into the fingers, drop the shoulders, lift and lengthen. Try opening that knee right out to the side. Press your foot into your thigh into your foot, and lift. So try to be a tree. Your foot is rooting into the earth. Your tummy muscles are really securing you here. Your fingers are reaching like branches, holding and breathing and lengthening. Hands in prayer above the head, holding here. And slowly hands to prayer in front of the heart. Now, option one, you stay exactly like this. If you want to challenge your practice tonight, you can close your eyes and breathe and balance for 3, 2, 1, and gently release. Second you close your eyes, balance tends to go. So play around with it, see what works for you. Take the weight to the opposite foot, hip to heel connection, nice strong standing leg. Foot goes to the ankle. If you're wobbly, that's a good place to start, but make that knee go out to the side or calf if you're feeling a little bit braver. If you know you feel secure and solid tonight, that heel can come up. Open the hips by letting the knee go right out to the side. Lift through the heart, draw the belly in, hands in prayer in front of the heart. Holding here. Deep full in breaths, long slow exhales. And then when you're ready, reach, stretch and lengthen high up into the fingers. Soften the shoulders, lengthen the neck. Root your foot into the earth. Stretch your fingers towards the sky. Draw the tummy muscles in like your nice strong core. Holding and breathing and balancing. Hands in prayer above the head, holding here. And slowly hands to prayer in front of the heart. If you can balance, close the eyes here for me. For 3, 2, 1, and gently release. And the eyes closed, really feel the amount of work that's going on there. So let's come back towards the front of our mat. We're going to inhale, stretch and reach through the ceiling here. Exhale, dive the body forward and down. We lift the heart, look up. We step back into downward dog. So your last downward dog, press the floor away and mat and pulling the hips back. Bend the right leg and really give that left heel a nice big stretch towards the earth. Soften the shoulders, keep the weight back like I'm pulling your hips back. And then we switch. So that straight leg, drive the heel so much you feel that calf lengthening. And switch. And once more, switch. And then place your knees on the floor. Stretch your bum back to your heels. Creep the fingers a little further forward. Soften the shoulders. Let the head come down. Stretch the fingers forward. Bum goes back to the heels. And then hands come under the shoulders. Roll the body all the way up. Head is last, come up. And from this position, just shoot your 2 legs out in front of you. Nice long legs here. You're going to inhale, reach into the fingers, point the toes back towards you, and exhale, just go forward now. Just notice the change from when you started your practice. Well done, Jenny. See if you can get a little further and just notice how just that short time moving and breathing, the distance you've closed, the space that's gotten longer. Drop the shoulders, let the head come down. 3 breaths here, inhaling and exhale. So let the head be really heavy, look down towards your knees. Inhale and keep those feet flexed. And exhale. And once more, nice long in-breath. And exhale. Now roll the body all the way up. If you have any lower back or lower belly injuries, I want you to use your elbows to come to the floor. Otherwise, the palms face each other. And we're going to slowly roll back, rolling over the pelvis and placing each vertebrae slowly onto the mat. If that doesn't work for your back for your tummy, just use your elbows to lower yourself to the earth. If you have the core strength, rolling down with me, keeping it really slow, really controlled as we come towards the earth. And then once you come down, let's bend the knees, feet flat on the floor. I want you to stretch your fingers down towards your heels, press your feet into the earth, and just pick that pelvis up. So hips up towards the sky, press the feet heavily into the earth, and lift your hips all the way up for me. And then curl and release, slowly coming down. Once more, feet and heels press into the mat, and you just peel the pelvis up, like as if you're able to pick each vertebrae up. Lift the hips towards the sky, lengthen out from the hip bones up to the knees, and gauge the glutes, and curling slowly down. Now bend the right knee into your chest, lengthen and extend it towards the ceiling. And you're just going to point and flex that foot. And then I want you to take the hands behind the back of the right leg. So you're keeping the leg as straight as you can, maybe holding the back of the thigh or the calf, or if you're a little bit more flexible, reaching up towards the ankle. Now point the toes towards your nose and just stretch it out. So final hamstring stretch here for you guys. Work the heel towards the ceiling, point the toes towards the face, and lengthen out that leg. Really trying to stretch and lengthen and get rid of any tightness, tension, or stress from those legs. And then when you're ready, cross that ankle over the opposite thigh. Let the knee fall out. So the knee will naturally want to collapse into the tummy. You want to open that knee as far away from you as you can. And then you're going to reach around, take the back of the thigh or the front of the shin to get that hip stretch. Drawing in as much as you can. And then slowly and gently release. Uncross the ankle. Same thing opposite side, just lengthen the leg up, pointing and flexing the foot. And then heel towards the ceiling, toes towards the face, stretch and reach as high as you can up the leg, keeping that leg straight, lengthening the heel away, drawing it towards, like as if you're taking it overhead, heel towards the ceiling, toes towards the face, stretching and breathing and lengthening. Keep breathing, don't hold the breath here. And then when you're ready, cross that ankle over the thigh, open the knee as far away from your belly as you can. And then you reach around, take the back of the thigh and draw in. So enjoy that stretching sensation into the back, into the outside of the bum, thigh, and hip. And slowly and gently release. I just want you to final thing, just hug both knees in. And you're just going to massage your spine by rocking side to side here. Maybe rocking forwards and backwards. And then if you have a blanket close by, grab your blanket, lengthen out the legs, allow the eyes to close, wrap yourselves up. If you've got a few extra minutes to take to just rest and relax and let all that magic go to where your body needs it, take the opportunity. Put on your blankies, your socks, your hoodies, whatever you've got. Lying whatever way is comfortable for you. So if lying on your back doesn't work for you, roll onto your side. The plan from here is, guys, I'll just talk you into relaxation and then I'm going to leave you so that you guys who can stay a little longer can just stay and enjoy the relaxation. I would recommend trying to get a good 5 minutes, at least 5 minutes at the end. I'm going to talk you through 2 or 3, see how you go. If you're pressed for time, you do what you got to do. But I'll hang up and leave you here. And if you can stay a little longer, stay a little longer. And if anyone wants to contact me, you'll find me at mywellbeing.ie, or Jenny and Elaine have my contact numbers as well. So whatever, but if you've any questions or anything on what we've done, feel free to contact me. Otherwise, we're going to start here with our 3 deep breaths. So inhale deeply and exhale with a very loud, audible sigh. 2 more like that. Inhaling deeply and exhaling fully. Once more, lovely long in-breath and deep, full exhale. So continuing to breathe deep and full and softening, surrendering and relaxing your amazing bodies into the earth. Taking this time as a little gift for yourself of stillness, peace, and ease, where you have absolutely nothing to do for the next few moments but breathe and surrender into the earth. Bringing relaxation into your body, softening your feet, letting go of your ankles, feeling your knees relaxing, softening your thighs, letting go of your hips, your pelvis, and your bum muscles. Tracing that relaxation into your lower back, your middle back, and upper back. And then consciously relaxing from your shoulders to the tips of your fingers. Each inhale breath, inhaling peace, and exhaling, releasing. Inviting relaxation into your neck, jaw, cheeks, and fully relaxing the eyes, eyebrows, forehead and scalp, and just breathing deep, full in-breaths and long, slow exhales. Feeling your chest and tummy rise as you inhale, and allowing your chest and tummy to soften as you exhale. Bathing your body in rest and stillness, and allowing your body absorb all the benefits of this short practice tonight to wherever you need them most, replenishing, nourishing, restoring your energy, and allowing yourself to just be and breathe. So take the time, whatever little bit of time you have here, focus on your in-breath and your exhale. Thank you so much for spending your Friday evening with me. I leave you here, guys. Lots of love. Thank you so much. Hope to see you soon. Bye.